I'm tired. I recently visited California, the weed capital of America. Had the time of my life. Swear to God, that's the only place in the world where you can accidentally get high. I didn't smoke weed for 9 months. I was just good with it, because probation and shit. But so I'm in California and they got these whole no smoking towns, right? You can't smoke a cigarette in town anywhere. So I'm like, fuck, I'm freaking out. I'm away from all my friends and I walk up to this chick. I'm like, hey, where the fuck can I smoke a cigarette? I'm really Jones. And she goes, oh, nobody smokes around here, but you can try this. This is how I quit smoking. So I took a big old hit of what looked like an e-cig. It had fucking dabs in it. I said, oh shit, that's not nicotine, is it? She said, nope. I said, well, I'm gonna have another. So I got retarded stoned out there. It was great. I went to the dispensary, and that's the coolest shit in the world, but it freaked me out because you go in there, and there's a line, right? So you stand in this line, you get to the window, there's a fucking cop sitting there. And he's like, ID, please. You're like, oh, fuck. And you hand him the ID. I was like, man, so you're telling me I'm going to go through these doors and I can just buy some weed? You're not going to have 3 cops that are going to throw me in a paddy wagon and shit? He's like, come on, man, you're holding up the line. Plus, where would we park a paddy wagon? I said, out back. He said, the door's out back. Like, all right. So I went in there. It was wonderful. I'm going to stop talking about it, though. Because it's... I'm not high enough to be on stage right now. Yes. But, so, I'm going to tell you guys a couple stories about the first and the 4th time that I got arrested. The first time, I was 14 years old, and I was staying the night at my friend's house, right? And we snuck out to buy a bag of weed. And his mom called us in as runaways, but luckily, we smoked the whole fucking bag right there at the dealer's house. So the cops GPSed his phone and showed up. We're retarded stoned. And I should probably back this up a bit. I had just recently lost my virginity, so my mom made me get an STD test because I thought it'd be a good idea to call her right after and be like, yo, Mom, I did it. She was not impressed. But so, many of you might know, whenever you get an STD test, you get a big old bag of condoms. And I don't use them, so they're just sitting in my pocket, And whenever the cop searched me, he's like, what's with all the condoms? I said, well, your wife said you're on duty, so I was going to stop on by. And he's like, son, I think you need to find God. I was like, dude, you don't know? That dude doesn't exist, man. Behind the curve. Fuck. So he said, get these boys out of my sight. And I never saw him again, never heard from him ever again until 4 years later. I was 18 years old. And go figure, I was going to buy another bag of weed, right? So dude's like, meet me at the YMCA. So I pull up, and I get out of my car, and I take 2 steps, and I'm just going to buy a gram. And cops surround us and point guns at us. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't do nothing. Stone cold sober, I'm trying to get some. It would have been nice if I would be stoned for this right now, but fuck, whatever. But a few days before that happened, me and all my friends, because one of my buddies, he was like, dude, I think I got something. This girl's real nasty. So, 4 of us plus him went to get tested, just, for moral support. And we took my car, and both times we went to get tested and the results, they'd given us bags of condoms. So there were 10 bags of condoms in my trunk. And the same cop that I had a run-in with previously was there, and he was trying to question me while this other cop was searching my car. So the other cop walks up and he's like, I know it's none of my business, but I just gotta ask, what's with all the condoms? I said, ask his wife. And he said, you can get the fuck out of here now. I didn't have nothing on me, so I was good, but yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. That blue light's already on. Maybe I can just ramble. Nope. All right. Have a good one, guys.